Yo, what up, guys? Mr. Gross here, back from MBR Starcast. That was some more League of Legends gameplay for you guys today. Today this is some more of my spectator mode. I haven't done it for a little while, mainly because I've had a lot of live gameplay that I've been playing. But this was a ranked game I played. I believe I must have been. I don't think I was on my own, but I can't recognise anyone on my team who I played with. So yeah, I must have been doing some ranked on my own, which is generally quite unusual. Generally, I'd normally just queue up. So this is a couple of weeks old, this game now, from where I'm uploading it. Obviously, I've been making so much ARAM and Summoner's Rift, it's been hard to try and find some of these good fun games like this one. And like I say, it was ranked, so it's quite nice. We're actually facing up against a Arctic Ops Kennen today, playing as Nasus, Dread Knight Nasus. My favourite skin of him. I love every Nasus skin. I even have his packs one, the Riot one, where he's like a police dog. Pretty cool. But I think this one, he just looks like an absolute boss man. And that's what I think Nasus is. He is just a boss man, and that's why I like him so much, because I want to be the boss. I want to be destroying people. And I've got a couple more Nasus ranked games to come out like this. Because generally when I play ranked, I as you can tell, you can see by my border, I've never really talked too much about ranked because I don't really play it that often. I'm in Silver Elo. I originally never been a big ranked player. In Season 2, never played much ranked. I kind of got into it a little bit, but I just found there was so many trolls, and you're in Elo how, and I believe I finished in Silver, and that's why I've got that border now as well. I finished in Silver because I think I broke even. I won as many games as I lost. I can't remember how many now. But it was mainly with Akadi what really carried me through, and I'd done all my game. But you know, you can't carry the whole team every time, unfortunately. It looks like my spectator mode's messed up again. I don't know why I'm still having this problem with LoL replay. It's something, I don't know, I think there's a problem with LoL replay, not my actual file. But there we go, it's not the end of the world. We can see what we're up to, which is the most important thing, and that's no different from where you really, if you're playing a live game anyway. But nevertheless, obviously Season 3 come in, and I was over in Thailand for quite a bit. At the start of Season 3, so I didn't compete into ranked until I actually come back from Thailand, which was, I don't know, it was around April maybe? I can't remember. Who knows, but time just goes by so quickly these days. But I eventually got around to doing some rank, doing some duo queue I made, and obviously you had your 10 placement matches for this. I believe I won 5 and I lost 5. And it was unfortunate the way it went. You know, obviously, I felt like I did well in every game, but sometimes the team lets you down as they feed and so forth, and that's the way it is. There's not much you can really do about it. And I lost, like I say, I lost 5, won 5, and it put me into bronze. I believe I was even bronze. I think I got put into bronze too, and I was pretty disappointed. I was like, well, I don't deserve, you know. I think that I'm a reasonably good player. I don't play League enough. I know that's one of my downsides compared to people who play it, you know, continuously day in day out, which I used to. I did used to have a lot of free time and was able to do that, but at that point I wasn't playing ranked. I was just playing it for fun, and that's what I enjoy League. I just play it for fun. I don't really play ranked. Ranked's just, there's a lot of seriousness to it with the elo fact now, you know, and I just hate it when you get trolled. Generally, in every good game I have a bad game because someone's trolled me or someone's fed or something. So anyway, we got into bronze 2, and I ultimately qualified through that. Did my won up my games into promotion, won them straight out. Got onto bronze 1, got promoted straight out of that. Got into Silver 5, I think I got promoted straight out of that, and then got into Silver 4. I think I lost my promotion series, eventually then won it. Got into Silver 3, went out of Silver 3, and then to Silver 2 I believe. And I got into my promotion series twice in Silver 2. Twice I got into it. Lost both promotion series. And then eventually I ended up actually getting relegated from Silver 2, and I think I'm back in Silver 3 now, I believe. And I just haven't played enough rank. That is my problem. Is the reason that I'm in Silver is I just haven't really had. I don't know. I hate queuing on my own, and if I queue with my friends, then generally because they're either than what I am, because they had the same sort of problem as me, it brings in more noobs. You know, if I play on my own, then normally then I might get someone higher than me. which is the main thing. But if I duo queue with someone, generally I'm the highest player, which means everyone behind me is going to be less league than me, in theory speaking, even though we do actually have a Gold League player in this one. But that, like I say, that's because I solo queued on my own, so I was able to get a Gold League player who is our Lee Sin jungler, I believe. I can't remember how well he does in this game, but I always feel though when I play in top lane, I will carry, or 90% of the time I will win my lane up in top, and I'll be able to do well. But you know, really need, you know, sure I can carry the game on from there, but if you got someone trolling or your team, you know, more than one person's fed the enemy, then it is pretty hard to really carry your team through it, and then you lose elo, and it's just horrible. It's just a horrible feeling losing ranked, because you know you're losing points and it's not your fault. If you go onto my actual ranked stats, what you can check out, I believe I've won 20 more games than I've lost in the solo queue, which for what it is not bad going really. And I have probably about a 300 to 400 positive kill to death ratio. I think I average like 7 point something kills and 3 deaths a game, or something around those lines. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty reasonable. But as you can see there, I think that was just my background. I think I've covered my background as much as possible as I could about my rank for any of you guys that are interested. As you know, I don't really post much rank content onto my channel, and that's one of the main reasons really. That's because of that. I would like to start getting back into rank, but you know, you've got to put a lot of time in it, and you know, if I can only play say 1 to 3 games a day, I don't think that's enough because you've got to be warmed up, and then by that time, then you've wasted all the time by queuing, and someone leaves the queue. It's a really long process. Maybe if I had a really nice duo partner and we could just sesh it through, and I felt comfortable that they would be able to win their lane as well, then it wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know, it's a tricky one. But anyway, let's talk about this game. We covered enough about that. That took up a little bit of time anyway. Playing against Kennen today, a bit unorthodox really. You know, Kennen can play up top, but you really don't really see it anymore. I remember Season 2 you used to see it a little bit after the pro players started doing it. AD Kennen. I'm not sure if he's going AP. Let's have a look. Kennen, where are you? He's gone for a Doran shield, so he could be going for either. He needs the armor against myself. So it's alright. But the problem is, at the moment, Kennen's on 26 CS and I'm on 24, so really, Kennen as a energy-based champion should be harassing me non-stop, which really, he kind of did a little bit early on, but because of my build, what I've gone for, I've started off with a rejuvenate bead, so you get a nice little bit of health there. I've recently changed my Nasus utilities and runes for him. I used to build like 921-0, I now build 0921, I believe, 21 in the utility tree to give me points for my lifesteal, and I also get gold by 5 as well through that. Something new I've been trying out, and it's been working really nicely. And then also for my runes, I can't really remember what they are, but I know I have quintessence as a lifesteal. And you know, on top of your passive, which is already 14% bonus lifesteal, you know, you're looking at around 20%. Does it tell me here? Lifesteal 21%, so you know at level 5 I have no lifesteal items, but I already have 21% lifesteal, which just basically means that when I'm in top lane, you know, Nasus is a champion I feel you don't want to fight your enemy. If I try and fight Kennen, he will only speed away, you know, he's a slippery character. Nasus just doesn't have that early game strength, and a lot of people overestimate what Nasus can do early game, and that's where you can start to throw the game. You can see here, even withering Kennen, he eventually will get away because he can use his electric surge. Did a nice little trade on there, getting our Q off on him, but your main interest at the start is just to queue minions. I think your Q's originally like level 8, it's only 6 seconds, still 6 seconds down, that's with 3 points in it. So you just want to be farming up your Q as much as possible, and obviously still last hit him where you can, but Kennen's main job should be trying to harass me as much as possible, but he's not really put too much pressure under me. I'm feeling pretty comfortable in there, you know, obviously, because of my lifesteal, if he hits me, he doesn't move on me, all I have to do now is just auto-attack a couple minions, and then Q a nice big Q, and I pretty much regen on my health back anyway. You see there where he's traded, you know, he's knocked me about half my HP off me there, so nice little trade for him just for the sake of me trying to get one minion, and that's the bonus of having that ranged champion against Nasus. But for me, Kennen's auto-attacking the minions too much at the moment. He really should be using those auto-attacks, what he's auto-attacking the minions, should be auto-attacking me, trying to damage me down, because that's the only way he will beat me in this lane. You see, I actually do decide to pop my ultimate here, a little bit late really, and along with Ghost, I thought there was a play to be made, but I was wrong. The problem was that even though I popped Ghost, basically where I used my Wither, he basically just counteracted it with his speed boost, so he was able to get away, and obviously he did stun me as well, which I wasn't predicting. So I kind of learnt my lesson from that. I was like, okay, now I know what I need to do. I will not use my Wither to get him. I will try and get close enough to him, put a little bit of damage on him to make him use his electrical surge, and then I will Wither him, and then he can't get away. I believe that's something what will happen. I'm saying this, so I'm pretty sure I believe I do something like this around the lines. But I'm not expecting to beat Kennen in the early game anyway. I know if I can get on top of him, I can beat him, but like I say, he's got his electrical charge and he can go super fast and everything, so he's a slippery character. He's actually got an AP, he's got a double, just got a double amplifying tomb, so he's probably looking to get an early hex tech. For myself, I still haven't backed yet. You know, the fairy charm and the rejuvenant bead is beautiful. It means you can have so much of staying out in lane. You can just stay out forever, continuously queuing, and that's why I build it. And that's why I go for the Philosopher's Stone, because it makes a nice item out of those, and you get the gold per 5 and everything. Lee Sin has come around. I'll gold level Lee Sin. I put the Wither down onto Kennen. He has popped his electrical surge along with his ultimate. I'm trying to make sure that I walk out of that, as I do not want to be getting stunned in that, and obviously taking any additional damage, which I don't need to. I really felt that I could have picked up the kill there, but Lee Sin decided to use his ultimate. I one Q and he would have died. So a bit unfortunate. The kill was secured, which was the main thing. But obviously, for me to have got that kill over a Kennen would have been huge, because you can see at the moment I already have a 2,200 gold, as I haven't had to back by 10 minutes yet. The gold's just raking in for me. What's if I had that kill? That's another 300. You know, I'd be quite close to getting a real nice big item. The thing is, against Kennen or someone like this, I will have to start to build magic resist. I will build some magic resist first, like looking into my Spirit's Visage. I won't complete the Spirit's Visage, I will just build a part of it, and then I'll get my Iceborne Gauntlet, because as soon as I have my Iceborne Gauntlet against a champion, or against any top laner, they will not be getting away with you. Once you have your Wither on them, and then you Q them with your Iceborne Gauntlet, which then slows them again, they just got no chance of getting away from you. And the damage, and plus with the damage that the Iceborne gives you, and also fighting in your Spirit Fire and along with your ultimate up, and obviously the additional damage your Q has, Nasus is just insane. For me, he is one of the strongest top laners in the game at the moment, but no one ever seems to play him. I don't know why. I really don't know why, and I really don't think there's too many counters to him. I've struggled against like a Teemo sometimes because of just his constant poke, and Jace. I've never really played against a Jace, I don't think it's Nasus, but I certainly have been a Jace and gone against a Nasus, and I've destroyed him. I couldn't believe I absolutely destroyed this Nasus. You know, I was 5-0 over him, and then Nasus come back late game, and he was getting a triple kill, and then he got a quadra kill, and he won the game, and I couldn't do anything because Nasus is just so strong. He puts his Wither down and it's GG on anyone. And that's when I then decided I need to get back on the Nasus. I used to like him before, and then I was just like, no, I need to get back on the Nasus. And I've had a lot of really nice games with him in ranked, just purely because I know that he can carry me through. I think I must have been misclicking here, or I wasn't paying attention. You see that I clearly ran half the way up the field without doing anything. We have put our Ignite down onto Kennen. We're having a little battle here. He has dropped his Ignite on myself. Will he get away? I have actually popped my Ghost. He does flash, but unfortunately for him, I was able to catch my Q before he was able to flash away, so picking up my first kill over him, obviously the second death he's now had thanks to Lee Sin, and it now again means, because of that trade, I can now free farm once again, and a Nasus that can free farm is a Nasus that will win the game, and it's something that is a very, very bad idea. Nasus needs to be shut down early game, because early game is so weak, you need to punish him for that. And I haven't been punished. Jax, their jungler, hasn't even come up yet, not from any recognition I can have anyway, so I haven't died, so obviously he hasn't done anything to stop me. and I have no wards down at the moment. I haven't had any wards down for the last 11 minutes either anyway, so he's done nothing whatsoever to try and prevent me from getting into the state I am at the moment. You currently see, let's have a look at the CS. Currently 87 CS, second highest in the game. Any Ziggs has beaten me by 94, so it's not too bad. You got to remember I'm against a Kennen who is a ranged champion who should be pushing me out of CS. As you can see there, the harassment damage he can do from using this poke. But because I have 88 CS, 12 minutes, I'm currently up to 189 already bonus damage on my Q. Generally, I would say as an average, 100 additional damage for every 10 minutes is nice. So the fact that coming up to 12 minutes, I almost already have 200. I'm about 8 minutes quicker than where I should be at. And if your Q's going up at the rate it is now, then you will literally be destroying people. It's not even funny. Well, it's funny for you because you feel so pro about it, but for the person that's getting hit by a Q like this, it's just insane, and there's nothing they can do. I want to touch on the items I've currently gone for. I obviously purchased a ward when I went back. I completed my Fairy and Ruvengeed into my Philosophers. Love the Philosophers on Nasus. So it's not an item what I actually complete in the end, but it's an item that means I can continuously spam my Q up. That is the main reason I buy it, and obviously you get a little bit of gold per 5 from it. So it's nice to have there. And eventually, if it comes to the time where it's come to late game and I'm going for a 4 item build, I will sell it. I won't keep it. I've gone for a Nectin Cloak, that's the badger. I've gone for the Nectin Cloak first. Generally I'd rush an Iceborne Gauntlet, but because obviously Kennen's AP, having that armor is not really going to do too much for me at this moment in time. So I've gone for that, just basically means that his damage, but obviously by his auto attacks, aren't really going to be hitting me. So if he decides to pop his ultimate on me or something, or does his moves like that, it's only going to be tickling me really. That's a nice amount of magic resist to have, 40 plus magic resist, so it takes me up to 116 already. 91, sorry, I'm looking at armor there. So I've got 116 plus 91 magic resist. The reason I just realised the reason why my armor was so high, I thought it was my magic resist. I bought the Glacial Shroud as well, so purely because of how much I was able to farm, and I didn't even have a kill, I was still able to afford the Glacial Shroud on top of my Nectin Cloak. Obviously this gives me 300 mana, which is beautiful for Nasus, because it means I can carry on spamming my moves up, along with my Philosophers, which is regenerating the mana in the first place. And then obviously I get the armor, which stops his auto attacks a bit more, and obviously I get the cooldown and a couple of health pots. Just health pots always nice just to keep you in lane. But with Nasus, you generally don't need to use them too much because obviously my lifesteal is currently up to 27 in total now. My passive is at 20, so that's 7 additional bonus lifesteal I'm gaining from my masteries and runes. It's not bad going really. We are currently going to go down onto Kennen. Decided not to use my Q on them as I wasn't being reach and I don't want to waste it, and I want to get some more minions. I want my Q to be continuously farming up. And this is the reason I have health pots, is when you try and make a trade and the trade's not going your way, it's nice to have the health pots there just to make sure that your health is ticking up, because he could go for an all out combo and ignite me, and then before you know it, you could drop dead. It does happen. So it's best to have a couple of health pots there if you can afford them. Allows you to stay out in lane a little bit longer, which means you can farm for longer, possibly making a kill happen, and that's what it's all about, is just getting absolutely farmed up to as much as you can. It looks like Lee Sin is coming for a gank up here. From what I can see on the minimap, there are no wards. I have popped my Wither down onto Kennen. You see the Q damage already hitting there. Unfortunately, nothing really was to come of that. Oh, actually, Lee Sin with the nice flash in there. I like it, Lee Sin. You're actually taking a turret damage here. Here is Jax picking up the kill over Kennen. And I'm like, you know what, Jax, fight me. Come on, fight me. I was pretty confident with the lifesteal. I died, actually. I thought I wasn't going to die then. I didn't think I was actually going to die then. Not to worry, it was worth it in all fairness. Obviously, because we picked up the kill over. I can't move my camera to see what's going on. I want to see what Hari's up to. Obviously, we did pick up the kill over Kennen, which was good for me. Kennen didn't pick up a kill, only Jax did. That was the first time we've seen a lane 15 minutes. And Ziggs and Lee Sin pick up a kill over Ahari anyway. So it's happy days, and it looks like Ziggs to be able to take the turret for us. So it's alright, it was worth the death. Obviously I wouldn't have liked to have had the death because it ruins my flawless game now, but these things happen, and I did think I would have been able to have actually survived a little bit more, but Jax has a lot of high burst damage and did a good job in killing me myself. But the problem is now, I've now backed. We're only 16 minutes in, by the way. I've now completed my Gracious Shroud into my Iceborne Gauntlet. And as you will now begin to see, I am now about to be at my finest moment. This is where Nasus becomes at his strongest point. Or, obviously he obviously continues to get stronger because there's a lot more items to buy. And obviously there is the fact that your Q still scales up. But this is where you start to hit your strongest point, is when you got your Iceborne Gauntlet. As you will hopefully see in the next engagement, we decide to battle with Kennen. Currently at the moment, our queue now, still only 60 minutes, we haven't hit the 20-minute mark, it's already almost up to 300, so the fact that I'm saying 100 by every 10 minutes is nice, you know, I'm almost at 300 by at the 17-minute mark, which is not bad going at all. You see the damage we already put off onto Kennen there. We unfortunately did stun us, which didn't really help there, but we have popped our Ghost, and along with our Wither, you can see there, despite what the Q grants, there's nothing they can do. Jax decides that he wants to come get some. He's got his Blade and Rune King. You can see he's just popped on myself. It looks like I'm not sure how this engagement is actually going to go down. I'm deciding to run away here and actually turn around and fight. I don't think I can make my mind up. It looks like I'm trying to bait in my Wither so that I can use that to my advantage, because obviously it reduces his movement speed and his attack speed, which is really going to help me out. And one more Q and that will be actually him dead there. So I was able to kite him along nicely enough to get my Wither up, which was important. You know, fighting without my Wither, then I would have actually had died to him. So a nice kill for myself to pick up. And the fact is, because of my lifesteal, which at the moment is still at 27 actually, I'm going to be able to get my health back before Kennen now arrives. You can see already how quickly my health is ticking up. So a nice kind of unofficial double kill for myself already puts me up to 4 kills. Currently 140 CS by 18 minutes, well, not too bad really. Obviously it could be a little bit better. As you can see, Ziggs is up to almost 150 by this point. So I do try to pride myself on being a higher CS in the game. Obviously Ziggs is doing a little bit better job on myself this one, but obviously I do have one more kill than him. He has an assist more than me, so pretty close. So I don't believe Kennen knows that I'm here, so we're just going to chill on this burst. Our ultimate's going to be back up right about now. We have no Ghost, we still have our Ignite. Obviously our Wither's up, which is enough, along with this sort of a Q to kill him, so we're just kind of waiting here. I don't know, it looks like we can't actually see if they have any wards on the map, thinking about it, because of the way the spectator mode is working at the moment. We don't have the actual official one. It's the old school LOL replay spectator mode where only you can see what you were doing that game. So I don't know what Kennen is up to at the moment. But no problem, we're going to continue farming up. If he disappears, it just means that I will just stay here and free farm all day. Up to almost 1800 gold already in my bank. It's looking pretty tasty, my bank account at this moment in time. We're going to drop a ward down somewhere, are we? Or not? I think we're looking to place a ward around Jax's red buff area. And there we go. Give us that little bit of additional vision to see if Jax does decide to try and make a gank happen on us, but once again he has been nowhere to seen recently. Oh, actually here he is. We placed the Wither down onto Kennen, and I have decided to run away. I don't have enough HP. As you see, we haven't gone for a giant fight. We've literally just gone for MR and armor at the moment, so making that fight happen right there didn't really seem too smart, as we went on full HP anyway. And it only really needed Kennen to land his ult along with Jax's stand, and he would have been dead pretty quickly, I feel. So it's all good. We're still free farming. We're about to hit 158 by 20 minutes, so not bad at all. So at the 20-minute mark, let's have a look at what our Q is. 369, so that's already 169 higher than what I said it should be. Obviously that's just an average. If you can get 100 by 10 minutes, it's pretty good. But the fact that it's 20 minutes and I'm just only 20 away from 400, that's pretty crazy. If we said it was 400, you're stating that my Q, or in theory, if you add it all up, my Q actually hits at 600 plus at the moment, which is just insane. I could two-shot someone. In all fairness, obviously if you take you obviously got to put their armor in account. So we could say we could free shot someone, no problem. Here, and we're about to go down onto Kennen here, along with the Ignite, no problem, and one more Q to his face, and he is dead. We are now on a killing spree. to take a bit of damage from the turret. But that is the beauty of Nasus ultimate. You can just stand there and you can do stuff like that, and your opponent doesn't expect it, and then boom, next thing they know they're dead, and you're now on a killing spree. As you can see, we're 5-1-2. Shame about the death we did pick up at Jax, because it would have been a nice, it would have currently been a flawless game at the moment. You see Kennen actually, you can see the chat here. 3 hits under the tower while I have ignited and ultied. Well, my simple comment to that was, don't feed Nasus. What can you say? So you can see Blitzcrank was a little bit impressed by how powerful my Q was at the moment. Oh shit, son. And then basically, because of that, Lee Sin decides, let's group up, as they know that I am now becoming my late game destruction. So, since Nasus can one-shot anyone at the moment. So, this is the point where you either carry on, let me farm, or not. Let's not waste that. This is the opportunity where they're kind of get back into it by buying armor. But if we push now, there's nothing they can do. They're not strong enough to compete with myself, as we will see as this game progresses and a little bit into the team fight stage. But the looks of things, there's not too much actually left of this game. Touching back on items now, we've completed our Spirit's Visage. Lovely item, I love this item on Nasus. 50 mag resist, 200 health, 20% cooldown reduction, which is beautiful for your Q, and obviously the passive, which increases lifesteal by effects by 20%. Pretty much just one-shotted Ezreal there. He dropped like a little pussy boy. We've got 3 wards on ourselves. We drop a ward in here to actually find Jax and the owner just sat here chilling. And Jax didn't realise that we were actually here pretty late, so we popped our ultimate down, and he does actually flash away. And I've decided to pop my ghost. We're lagging out a little bit. But luckily for us, even though we have kind of wasted Ghost, Ziggs does actually able to use his ultimate and pick up the kill over Jax, whilst Lee Sin and Corgi were able to pick up Dragon as well during this whole time. Blitz has thrown down the exhaust onto Ahari, and she's just got Q'd on the face, and that's now just made myself unstoppable. Not much you can say about that. Trying to turret dive the owner, probably not the smartest idea, as Kennen did turn up, and we take a little bit of additional damage, but there is Kennen. He has actually had to flash away there. Whilst Corgi is pushing up this bottom lane into the tier 2, whilst Ziggs is trying to currently get the tier 1 in the mid, which he just has. So happy days. Along with my Spirit's Visage, you can see I've also got a Giant Spout now, which puts up my HP to 2,500, which is not bad going whatsoever. Lee Sin did actually get a little bit greedy there, having to flash away, but eventually got away anyway. Putting a Q down onto Kennen, and Corgi able to pick up the turret and the kill over Kennen there, which is always nice. CS wise, for 4 CS of Ziggs, can we beat him by the end of the game? I hope so. Corgi's got 3 kills, got his Trinity Force on him, so that's not too bad. He's looking pretty strong. And it looks like we may just be calling it a day here, and possibly backing off. It's attempting to reconnect sign ever disappears. Or is Ahari going to find us? Here is Ahari. The Q is going down. We do have 3 members of their team currently targeting at us. Really probably should be focusing on Ezreal, but yeah, no problem. We'll fuck up anyone. That is Ahari that has now dropped. There is the double kill, thanks to my Spirit Fire, but unfortunately I didn't have enough HP, so I decided to leave Leona, and Corgi's able to pick up the kill there anyway, so happy days. I love you, Nasus, thank you very much, Blitzcrank. You see Kennen's comment there, play very well, get to the series and play shit. He didn't necessarily, I feel he could have done more, but he really needed the jungler, to really have helped him out. Jax should have helped him out a lot more. Jax made no attempt whatsoever to help him up in that lane. The only one time he come was when myself and Lee Sin were up there and we got the kill over him and Kennen anyway. We've been doing. The problem was that once we got on top of Kennen, we were destroying him, and the problem was probably with Kennen is he's been playing all these top lane games against average Joes, and then Mr. Big Russ comes along, and I'm just like, bitch, this is my series, I'm owning the game, and he just couldn't handle me. And that is why you don't let Nasus free farm, and you don't let Nasus get fed. It's 9-1 at the moment with 187 CS, we're on top of the world. Could have a bit more CS of course, but kill wise, we couldn't ask for anything more. We'll have a quick look at our queue. 25 minutes in, our queue's at 450, so in theory it should be at 300 by 30 minutes, so we're already smashed that by quite a way. So looking super strong. We've bought Mercury Treads just obviously for the tenacity and obviously a little bit of magic resist we get. And then also we've completed our Warmogs now, so that takes us up to 3,272 HP, so if it wasn't hard enough to kill me with all the armor and magic resist on anyway, you've got to break through all this health in the first place, so just looking ridiculously strong, and once again showing the powers of why Nasus is just OP and why he will carry you through a game. You know, I love top lane. Top lane is my lane, and I can play majority of the top laners. But for example, you know, if I play someone like Jace, and like I was mentioning earlier, where I played against a Nasus, Jace just, you know, he can win his lane alright, but he just doesn't have that much of an impressive late game. Whilst Nasus come late game, he will just destroy. All you got to do is just chuck your Wither down onto that AD carry, and as soon as they're gone, it's down to your team to clear up, and there should be no reason why your team can't. We have popped Ghost down, and it looks like a Wither has gone down onto Ahari, and she will be cued to the face, and we will become legendary. And this moment will be lived down forever. And we're letting the team go down to work there whilst we pick up a couple of minions. You know, you've got to be farming all the time with Nasus. We have to be farming, that's what we do. So, up to 10 to 1 to 7 at the moment. And we're looking pretty damn fine. And they have actually chucked in the surrender vote. No problem whatsoever. Love you, Nasus. You know, they love me. What can I do? You know, I help the team out there. Nice, good fun rank game there. But like I mentioned at the start of the video, I haven't been playing much rank, you know, so I do enjoy it when we're winning, but when we're losing it sucks, and I generally find that we lose a lot more than we win. And Nasus, I have about a 70% win ratio with him, and a really nice positive kill to death ratio. Generally I've won, I think only one game I struggled with Nasus in laning, and the rest where I've lost my Nasus games just purely because the team have been trolled, or they've literally just fed because they're like bronze 5 noobs or something. But that's my opinion. I mean, no offense to the bronze 5 noobs out there, but there are certainly the ones out there who have, I don't know why they play ranked, I just don't know. They have a lot to learn, or why I ever get paired with them. That's the worst thing about it. But there we go. What is done is done. Maybe we'll get some more ranked in the meantime, and hopefully try and move up to gold to be my next target. But it's going to need a lot of work to make it up there. And like I say, I lost a lot of motivation after when I got demoted. It was the first time I got demoted, and after building all the way up there and then fighting for the promotion series twice, then to get demoted, it's just demoralising. But there we go. Nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy and have a good day. Peace.